Hey guys and gals, welcome. Thank you for hitting that play button. Appreciate you being here. It's time to learn. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna get right into this, guys. Okay, serious mode. Need to learn. Okay, let's clean up things here. Oh, I'm gonna have to use the eraser, which is fine. All right. Okay. 32. All right. So we are working on measures of area, unit 3, I guess. Finding conversion factors, okay? Learning how to convert stuff, okay? Using the old brain molecules. Okay, it's called thinking. All right. We have a square. 1 foot. Okay. Hang on. 1 foot equals, what does it equal, guys? Inches. All right, good. You got the answer. That's awesome. 12 inches. Okay. We have a square. Okay. Formula for a square is equal to s squared, where s is the side, s and s, okay? That stands for side, okay? Square foot measures 1 foot by 1 foot. In inches, what is the side length of a square foot? Okay, so we have to think a little bit, all right? And that is, so basically we need to, let's see. So they're asking, what is the area of the square in square inches? Okay, so 1 square foot, well, obviously is going to be 1 foot squared. Okay, now we can do the math here with 1, right? Let's say it's 1 foot. Well, all we're doing is multiplying 1 times 1, guys, right? Now, when we're converting stuff, 1 doesn't really have much of a change or an effect on a value, right? It's pretty minimal. Well, if you have a value 156, you multiply it by 1, it's still going to be 156. If you have a value that's 176 and you divide it by 1, oh, wow, guess what? It's still 176. That's what I mean. It doesn't have much of an effect on a value. Okay? All right. So we need to convert to inches. And since this is a square, now that we know that 1 foot is 12 inches, okay, Mathematics 101, or measuring tape 101, that is equal to 144. That's a number you should have memorized. It's an easy one. Okay. Trust me, this is my nice. This is my nice. Okay, so there we go. 1 foot squared is equal to 144. Well, I guess we can write it as square inches. Okay, same thing. Okay, so we actually just got we've just given ourselves a conversion factor, if that's what they call it. Yeah, conversion factor. We just created our own conversion factor, right? And I just explained to you, okay? Why don't we use 1 foot squared, right? I just explained. I hope you understood that. I think the way I showed it kind of explained it pretty well. Okay. I'm just gonna go like this. You know what? Whatever. Just do it again. Okay. So we have another one. Okay, a square. So now we're gonna do metric. Okay, yeah, I know it's metric. Just deal. Intelligent people can do both systems. Okay, 1 meter is how many centimeters? Okay, remember, if you've watched Unit 4, was it? You'll know. If you don't know what I'm doing here, I recommend you go start at Unit 4. I think I'm a lot nicer there in that series. Unit 4, kids help Dad till Dad calls Mom. Okay, it's a nutrition thing, guys. Okay, you know, 4 years of eating bologna's, you know, kind of get tired of it. It kind of gets old. All right. So 1 meter, how many centimeters? Okay, meters is our, let's have a look. Is that in here? Should be. Right, meter is our base. Okay, so that means we're going, how many centimeters? 2 jumps. Therefore, we're taking the decimal from the 1, which is there, and we're going 2 jumps. 0, 0. There we go. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Look how easy that is. Okay, I think I could get my cat to understand that. Again, you're not allowed to play any video games until you get your math homework done. You shouldn't be allowed to make millions if you don't know how to math. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Okay. Some people just get it way too easy. Okay, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. All right, so we're getting some progress now. What is the area of the square in square centimeters? Okay, record your answer in the conversion factor below. We're creating our own conversion factor. So if this is 1 meter, and this is a square, right? This is a square. That means this side's also 1 meter, okay? So if we do the math on this, well, 1 times 1 is 1. That's simple mathematics 101. You get 1 meter squared. Again, one doesn't have much of an effect or a change on a value. Okay, so but that's why we need something for converting. We need an equivalency of some sort. Okay, so now without touching your calculator, you're gonna be smarter. You're gonna have an IQ of 120. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, this isn't Fancy Nancy's mathematics. Okay, you're gonna actually have high IQ. All right, so without using your calculator, because that's for lazy people and scrubs that can't think, what we're doing is we're going, okay, area equals s squared, right? We take s and substitute. It's 100, okay? 100 squared. What does that mean? That means 100 times 100, right? I know you're understanding, okay? So whenever you are like multiplying, like I've mentioned before, you don't need a calculator for this. This is simple stuff. I'm telling you. If you know what a 0 looks like and you know what a 1 looks like, you know that 1 times 1 is 1 and 0 times 0 is 0. And then anything divided by 0 equals undefined. Okay. Without using a calculator, you multiply 100 times 100. 1 times 1 is 1. All you really need to do is realize that when you're squaring, you're doubling the zeros. Doubling the zeros. Look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. You can visually see it. I don't know how somebody can't see that. It's right there in front of your eye molecules. It's like right there. Okay? We have 4 zeros. So therefore our answer, okay, it was supposed to convert to centimeters squared here. We're creating our own conversion factors. This is to help you understand where do these values come from. Okay? Again, you're going to have an IQ higher than 120. Okay? 50% of the population has an IQ. What is the value again? It's pretty pathetic. I won't lie. Okay? If you want to be higher than 50%, tough it out. Watch the channel. Okay. Let me just search something here. Where's that range again? Okay, so an IQ of 120 or greater is superior, above average. Now, it doesn't mean you're superior, it just means you're superior in intelligence. Okay, I did a kind of a 25 question IQ test. I did it in about, I don't know, 12 minutes or something, and it said that I had an IQ of 119, so it was high average. I don't know, I feel like I could have did better, but whatever, not making excuses. So average is 90 to 109. Where's that? Okay, here we go. 50% 50% of the population, okay, these are the people that think they're smart, but they're not. Okay? Their IQ is there. Okay? And I think giving them an IQ classification of average is being nice. Okay? Alright, so those of you that are watching, still watching, okay, you're awesome, by the way. You can definitely deal with me. So, yeah, just so you know, stick around, you're going to have an IQ higher than 120. Okay? Just telling you. Alright? Stop taking advice from low IQ people. Okay? And just so you know, I'm on the right. Okay. There we go. So, don't be that 50%. Because you could do better. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so let's do another one for square feet. Okay, there really isn't a diagram for this one. You actually have to think a little bit. Okay, those little molecules inside your brain, you have to get them in motion. Okay, how many square feet? Each measuring 1 foot by 1 foot. Oh, okay. So we have 1 foot by 1 foot. You need to draw, if you're a visual learner, draw yourself a little diagram. Okay. There you go. Again, if you calculate the area based on 1 foot, you're going to get area equals 1 times 1. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I guess this is good for those that have an IQ of 50. They can understand this, I think. 1 times 1, I think they can understand this. Hopefully. So you have 1 foot squared. Oh my goodness. 1 times 1 is 1. I know. I'm hilarious. I know. Okay. Do you estimate it would take to cover a square meter? Blah, 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 blah. 1 square meter. What is 1 square meter? Okay, so, all right. They're saying 1 meter squared. Okay, well, first we need to figure out something. We need to figure out, well, how many meters in a foot, right? This one I've already kind of shown, meters to feet. Okay, I've already explained this one. I even showed you how to convert the decimal part to a mixed fraction. Again, that's in my other unit. I showed how to do that. So there we go. Oh, that's not, I gotta erase that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Just had to correct things here. Oh, come on. Stop. Sheesh. There we go. Okay. All right. Good enough. There we go. 3.28 feet. Okay, that's what I'm going to use. All right. Good enough. So if I could draw another diagram here, I guess, if you want another visual. Good enough, close enough. Stop trying to be a perfectionist. All right. This would be 3.28. Whoops, I wrote. Yeah. What? Yeah. 1 meter equals 3.28 feet. Okay. Again, that's a square. So basically, it's all the same thing, guys. Okay. Now we have some numbers that are not equal to 1 that we can use for a conversion factor. Okay, and I guess I'll just go like this, and squared. So 1 meter squared is equal to it's equivalency thing, right? This, just ignore this. This was just kind of a different example, all right? All right. So I get, and we're solving for feet squared, 10.76. Kind of creating your own, I guess. Do I have any answers for this? Probably not. Practice. Is this a practice? Number 3. Is that the same one? Or no, it's something different. Yeah, it's not the same thing. Okay. Honestly, I don't know if I have the correct answer or not, but it makes logical sense to me, right? How many square feet, each measuring 1 foot by 1 foot, do you estimate it would take to cover a square meter? Okay, and basically this is what they do show. 1 meter squared equals what? Well, we know 1 meter equals 3.28 feet, and obviously our units are feet, so I mean that makes logical sense, right? Okay. So, we did some other conversions before. Now, I did promise to share some more of this with you guys and gals. Those of you that want to learn and actually want a higher IQ than the rest of the population, let's see, I had this. I think we did an example on this. It's basically square. It's not squared. So I did some of these. So these are our conversion factors, right? Now, if you followed the Unit 4 series, I do a lot of ratio proportion. So I think I give enough examples on how to do that. It's no different. I really don't like using, I mean, you can still do the same thing. I'm not a fan of it, but I am a fan of ratio proportion though. Just the squared units. I'd rather use the singular units and do stuff. But either way, it all still kind of works the same. Okay, so here are some examples. Okay. They give you a conversion factor here. And then they have, looks like another example here maybe. They got some information here. Okay. Okay, it looks like 2 different problems, okay? And then I think we did one of these. Again, you can just use ratio proportion, guys. And I have the answers at the bottom here for you, okay? Right here. Okay, now they got this wrong. I don't know what they were doing. Teachers, man. Teachers, you know? They're too busy talking about politics and not enough teaching. Their focus is not where it should be. That's the problem. Okay, I know. I need to keep myself in check too. I know. All right, so, and there you go. Okay, they're basically just converting. Okay, I think that's easy. You guys should be able to do that. What is the formula for the area of a circle? We all know this. Okay. Did I close that? Maybe I did. Hang on. don't know why I would have closed it. Isn't it still open? Sure it is. Why are they not together? What's up? Oh, God. There we go. Okay, so what are we looking for? Man, I lost track of focus here. Right. Area of a circle. We've done enough problems, we should be able to do this. No problem. Area of a circle, right there. Okay? And there's the formula for R. This is really easy mathematics, guys, that we're doing. Okay? It truly is. And then they've got here for a semicircle or half a circle. It's really the same thing. All they did was add a 1/2. That's the only thing different. And then the perimeter, of course, would be half of that plus the diameter, which makes logical sense. Perimeter is just the walking distance. Okay, we aren't doing those anyways, but it's there for you. I guess they call it perimeter when you got semicircle. I did not know this, but okay, back to here. This is for you guys. I've given you guys a bunch of. I want to get onto something different. Maybe I'm getting too bored of this. I don't know what my problem is, guys. But again, strength to you for toughing it out and wanting to learn. Okay, that makes you a better person. Okay. Also, your IQ is already higher than 50% of the population. Okay, and blah, 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 okay? Pretty basic, straightforward, okay? You're going to have to figure out the radius, okay? You know what the tenths are, right? You know tenths. Tenths, that's it right there. Okay, that's tenths. Tenths place. Tenths. That's weird. Do they call it a house in curling? Things you learn that you didn't know. Okay, composite figures, guys. Right? This is easy peasy stuff too. Really, it's just two shapes. Okay, break it down. Just break it down. Okay? Do area 1, do area 2. Total area is going to be area 1 plus area 2. And then your answer is going to be in foot squared, and the carpet sells for $4 per square foot. Okay? You figure out how much carpet's going to be needed, and then, yeah. Straight multiplication, guys. Alright, so here we have a Norman window, okay? Now take note, you're going to probably need to use this formula here, okay? It's just a semicircle, okay? Really, it's just a full circle divided by 2, okay? I know you guys understand that. That's simple stuff. It's just half a circle. Look, you're visually looking at it with your eye molecules. You can see there's only half a circle there. That's what I'm seeing. I hope you can see the same thing. And then also you have a rectangle. Okay? It's a rectangle because, well, the width is not the same as the length. Well, yeah, because length is longer than the width. Okay, here's some a little more. This is kind of like the stop sign question. Okay, we kind of did that already. It's no different. Very similar, guys. Again, this is more practice for you. The wall shown is painted except for, again, this is another one of those. Okay, calculate the total area. calculate the area of the window. And you can't overcharge because, you know, the house owner's going to cry, you know? You know, like Arnold says, you girly man. You know, just like Arnold says, you girly man. You always crying. Okay? Calculate the total area. Calculate the area of the window. What the area that you're calculating for is the shaded. You can call it area shaded equals area total minus area window. Boom shakalaka, done. Okay, again, this is just more of those conversion factors. You're working with more zeros. Again, remember you can cancel zeros, right? But you have to cancel the same number. If you cancel one on top, you can cancel one on the bottom. Just converting square inches to square feet. Okay, that's all that is. That's easy peasy. Again, ratio proportion, guys. If you are not comfortable with ratio proportion, check out my Unit 4 series. I think, like, honestly, I think I do a really good job. And plus, I'm even in a better mood in that series. And I think I do a really good job showing how to do ratio proportion, okay? And then we got an NHL rink. Again, you should know what an NHL rink looks like. Okay? Guys, you're smart, right? You're intelligent. Let's go. All right? I'm going to try to draw straight lines. Okay? There we go. Okay, there. Okay? We have 2 half circles. 2 semicircles equals 1 full circle. This part's just a rectangle, okay? You can see that. I believe in you, okay? All right, there's an old saying, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. All right, so there we go. And it's just a conversion thing anyways, so I didn't even need to do that. But there you go. And then there's the answers for that other one too. I think I showed you that already. All right. That covers that because I want to get on to bigger and better things. Thank you for tolerating me this whole time. Appreciate it. For the most part, I did instruction. Okay? I think so. That's it. All right. Isn't that a beautiful thing right there? There's forces acting up on that. That's under load. It's pretty awesome. All right, guys, gals, thank you for watching. Appreciate you toughing it out, learning mathematics. You're awesome, awesome. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know if I'm gonna do review. I don't know. Let me know in comments, I guess, if you want me to go over and do these problems with you, or even whichever one. I don't know. Just let me know, I guess. Hopefully you are successful. Yeah, get them old brain molecules working, okay? Turn off the boob tube, coming from boob tube fake land to reality. Okay? All right. Take care, guys. We'll see you next video. Peace out.